From Boerne, Texas, it's Thursday night high school football on the Greyhounds Sports Network. Tonight, the Boerne Greyhounds, winners of 7 straight, play for a district title as they host the McCollum Cowboys, a program play for an upset and for a second 13-5A win of the season. Good evening and welcome to Boerne ISD Stadium. Alongside Kerry Barboza, I'm Brant Freeman. The Greyhounds enter this game as the hottest team of the district, Kerry, a team that hasn't lost since opening night, and they've been playing extremely well all season for first-year head coach Brett Sawyer.
Yeah, been playing very well, like you said, but at the same time, you talk to Coach Sawyer, he says, well, we still haven't played our best game yet. He feels like they still can improve on things, and they've already clinched a playoff spot. It's just a matter of who's going to win the district title at this point with 2 games left, and Kerrville and Alamo Heights will have a say in that. But he wants to keep getting better and go into the playoffs with a head of steam, playing their best football of the year, and he doesn't feel like they've hit that spot yet. So this is a type of game to work on those types of things you want to improve on.
Good crowd here on the home side on the eve of Halloween. The Greyhounds won the toss, electing to defer. They will put the Cowboys at offense first. Boerne coming off an impressive win on the road against Veterans Memorial last week, 45-27. And again for the Greyhounds, their 7th straight win. For the Cowboys coming off the heels of a blowout loss against Alamo Heights, 69-7, dropping McCollum to 1-3 in 13-5A play. And getting ready to kick things off here is Diego Jimenez for the Greyhounds. Boerne, the only unbeaten team left in 13-5A play. A squib kick gets us started on a Thursday night here in the Hill Country. And the kick finally picked up at the 15-yard line, taken out across the 20. On the return for the Cowboys, Robert Roque. And here comes the McCollum offense, which has struggled this season. They have yet to crack 30 points in a game this year.
Yeah, and well, it's going to be a tough game for them. But for whatever reason, I think we have an injured player. Yeah, we do.
And yes, there is a player down for McCollum on the far side of the field. This is happening on the opening kickoff of the game.
I think he's a Greyhound. Getting looked at by the McCollum trainers, but Boerne coach is walking over there. And there goes Megan Patton, the head trainer at Boerne High, going over to take a look.
Well, what a tough way to start the night. Get
Yep.
all those juices flowing and the energy.
Senior night, last regular season home game for the seniors. They hope to host a game in the playoffs, but as far as the regular season, this is the last one here.
Next week, the Greyhounds wrap up the regular season on the road against long-time Hill Country rival Kerrville-Tybee. The Antlers could be playing for a share of the district championship next week. And the special teamer for the Greyhounds is helped up and heading back towards the Boerne sideline.
Grabbing his shoulder, so hopefully he's okay.
That's Ronald Smith. So he's off of the sidelines. McCollum's offense is on the field, and here we go to start the night. First offensive play of the game coming up here for McCollum, and it is a nice run across the left side. Off the left side, across the 25 into the 31. Good first down play of the run from Dom Zapata.
That was a good gain. That was an 8 or 9 yard gain on that one. Good start by the Cowboys. And this is what they need to do, just kind of maintain drives, keep the Greyhound offense off the field because they're very potent offense.
Jordan Cassius, starting quarterback tonight for the Cowboys. Good throw on second and short. Pass is dropped out in the flat looking for Roque. A misfire from Cassius. And McCollum now looking at third and short.
Yeah, just to throw kind of low outside. Looked like he would have probably had the first down. All he had to do was fall forward and get a yard maybe, but just an incomplete pass.
It has been such a good year for this Greyhound defense, giving up less than 25 points per game. Over the last 2 games alone, this unit has racked up 20 tackles for loss, 11 sacks, and 4 turnovers. Cassius on 3rd and 1, going to keep it himself, and Cassius, one of the leading rushers for this team, is stonewalled to the 32. He's close.
Yeah, I think he's got it, though. I think he got just enough.
It was enough for a first down for Cassius. Did see Robert Estes, the Greyhound linebacker, signaling a 4th down.
Yes, he just runs. He just kind of gets lost in that pile, though. So they spotted him right at the 32, and that's exactly what he needed. So he didn't get it by much to spare, but he did get it.
One of the very interesting dynamics in this game, the 2 head coaches. David Wilkinson, the head coach for McCollum. Of course, the offensive coordinator for Boerne over the past several seasons for Che Hendricks. As Cassius back to throw on first down, and we'll throw that one away with a pass rush coming in. And Brett Sawyer, the head coach for Boerne, had been the DC for Che Hendricks over the past several seasons. So not only do these 2 coaches know each other with the time here at Boerne, but it goes beyond that as well.
Yeah, they have a long history. They've served on the same staff together here at Boerne and also at Sweeney when Sawyer was the head coach, and then Wilkinson was his assistant, and they've coached against each other. This is not the first time they've done that either, and we'll talk about that after the play.
2nd and 10 for Cassius. Good hand it off, and trying to bounce it to the outside is Zapata, and he got forced out of the sidelines. They'll mark him out at the 36, and on the stop there for Boerne is, guess who, Bobby Jet Wilkinson, the son of Cowboys head coach David Wilkinson.
Yeah, that's another plot twist is Coach Wilkinson left Boerne High, and he went to McCollum. His son is a senior, and he's basically coaching against his son.
3rd and 7. Saw a 3rd down conversion for the Cowboys earlier in the drive. This, though, 3rd and long. And Cassius back to throw over the middle. Pass is caught by Roque, but he is lassoed and nowhere to go. A tackle right at the line of scrimmage is made by Cooper Thompson. That brings up 4th down.
Yeah, Greyhounds read that well defensively. He looks left, and then the play is to come to the right, and he makes a nice catch, but Greyhound defense right there, and just too many purple shirts that time. Cooper Thompson, first one there, brings him down at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
4th down for McCollum, and the Cowboys will punt it away. Hayden Gonzalez, the punter for McCollum. And gets the kick away. And the man back deep, Cole Traylor lets it go, and that's going to take a Cowboy roll all the way inside the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. 46-yard punt, no return for the Greyhounds, and we'll take a look now at Boerne's offense for the first time. And quarterback Grant Sweeney coming off a phenomenal game last week. 6 touchdown passes in the win over Veterans Memorial.
Yeah, he's having a great year. Just came in. He was playing at TMI the last 2 years. He's a Boerne guy, but he moved back to Boerne, and Coach Sawyer didn't know what he had coming in as far as everything that he brought to the table. He's been very pleased with his play, though.
And Sweeney going to hand it off. The first offensive play of the game for the Greyhounds is a good one on the run. And that's Jeffrey Morrison, the carry, good for 9 yards on first down.
Yeah, and we'll see a lot of Morrison. We'll see a lot of Combs, Callan Combs. They'll platoon him in. Sometimes in there at the same time, but usually it's one or the other, and that's how they keep them fresh. And to me, that's how they win games. They get to that fourth quarter. Those backs have had some time off. They've rested, and so they're pretty fresh.
Morrison, the Greyhounds' 3rd leading rusher on the year. 2nd and 1, Sweeney. Back to pass, fires over the middle, way over the head of Zach Frazier, who was his favorite target last week. Frazier on the topic of big games. for Boerne last week. 11 catches for a $184 and scored 3 times.
Yeah, and he's got so many weapons. Frazier, Eli Nicholas, Cole Traylor. They throw to the back, so he spreads the ball around pretty well.
3rd and short. Cowboys almost jump. It is Morrison in the backfield here on 3rd down, not counting Combs. Morrison up the gut. He's got it in and some. Breaking free. Morrison into the Cowboys secondary all the way down to the 49 and a gain of 21.
Yeah, just a handoff straight up the middle, and then it's becoming a foot race right here once he gets out in the open field. Good job just holding on. He sees the hit's going to come. He protects that ball and gets the first down.
This has been such a balanced Boerne attack this year. You look at the offensive numbers, it's remarkable through 8 games. Boerne has just 5 more yards passing this season than they do rushing. As Sweeney goes deep, but he's got a man. What a catch. Hauled in by Will Traylor into Cowboy territory to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that's another weapon I didn't mention, Will Traylor. He missed a little bit of time, but he's back now, and he's showing he's ready to play. First down, Greyhounds.
Gain of 19. On 1st down, Sweeney back to pass. Rush is coming, and Sweeney loses the football. It's picked up by McCollum. A Greyhounds turnover, and the Cowboys come away with it. J.P. Fisher falls in the football, and McCollum will take over.
Yeah, there was a scramble for it, but yeah, I think looked like Hayden Gonzalez doesn't see him. He doesn't see Gonzalez. So he comes in, Hayden just knocks it loose, and then it's just a scramble for the ball, and McCollum got there first.
And so the Cowboys, who defensively have really struggled over the past 2 weeks, giving up 60 points or more in back-to-back games, get a big defensive stop here. And the offense back of the field, taking over short of the 40-yard line. Second possession of the game coming up for McCollum. Cassius on 1st down. Protection breaks down. Cassius flushed out of the pocket. And Cassius takes off and dumps that incomplete into the turf. Looking for Roque again. He's been his top target of the game to start things off. And it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I didn't know if the quarterback would run it that time. The Greyhounds kind of lost outside containment. They let him get outside, and he had a little bit of room, but he saw downfield there was an open man, just not able to get it to him. It's tough to throw on the run like that when you're running full speed.
Well, on the topic of turnovers, the Cowboys offensively have committed 10 over the past 2 games, 6 in their loss 2 weeks ago against the Antlers. So for the defense to put the team up early in turnover margin, +1 is huge. Little toss out to Zapata, goes nowhere. Good pursuit by that Boerne defense. And the stop there for the Greyhounds. Making the tackle defensively for Boerne is Rory Hotchkin. And now it's 3rd and long.
Tough down and distance if you're the Cowboys. It's tough to play and compete with a team like the Greyhounds when you're behind the chains here, 3rd and 11. It's not insurmountable, but you need, if you're going to convert 3rd downs, you need 3rd and shorts, that sort of thing.
There, look at that front for Boerne. They've been dominating the line of scrimmage during this 7-game winning streak. 3rd and 11, here comes the blitz, and this pass lofted to the sidelines and caught. First down for the Cowboys. Alec Pacheco, the catch on a great throw from Cassius.
Yeah, did a great job. Pacheco just goes to a spot. The quarterback just throws it to a spot right there, and he caught it. And nice catch and throw, and move the chains. They're in Greyhound territory.
That's a gain of 16 yards on 3rd and 11. And now McCollum into Greyhound territory for the first time tonight. Cassius.
There's movement.
And there was. False start is the first penalty of the night against McCollum.
Yeah, Pacheco didn't set up right. The tackle was trying to tell him to back up, and he finally backed up, but he backed up when the ball was snapped, so he was technically in motion.
Sets up first down at 15 for McCollum. And again, their head coach, David Wilkinson, previously the OC for the Greyhounds. So this is his bread and butter, coaching this McCollum offense. Now backed up, on their own end of the field, looking at 1st and 15. Nate Moreno in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, and Moreno wrapped up right around midfield. Good play defensively there for the Greyhounds. Blake Burkholder on the tackle, and it's 2nd and 14.
Just handoff up the middle, but talking about Coach Wilkinson, you wonder how much film do you watch? He knows these guys inside and out. He wasn't a defensive guy when he was here, but he was on the staff, so he knows what the defense is going to run. So, I'm sure he's had a say in how they want to attack the Greyhound defense.
And, of course, Brett Sawyer was the DC, so he knows this side of the football very well. All under the regime of Shea Hendricks, a great tenure, Boerne. And Coach Hendricks now on the staff at Arkansas in the SEC. Cassius fires into the hands of a defender. Picked off. A turnover for the Greyhounds, and coming back the other way. A chance for a pick six for Ben Bays, and he's got it. Touchdown, Boerne.
Well, we were talking about Ben Bays before the broadcast, telling you he'd kind of been out. He'd hurt a shoulder a few weeks ago, and they were expecting him back, and he came back. Boy, he made his presence felt right away. Just kind of steps right in front of the throw here, and just kind of jumps up. Then he's going the other way. A couple of nice moves. I mean, he is a tight end on offense on occasion just because of his size. He's about 6'4". He's a big kid. And with that, look at that athleticism, the nice moves he made to get to the end zone. He kind of weaved his way into the pay dirt.
About 55 yards on the return there for Bays, and a pick six starts tonight for the Greyhounds. And the point after from Jimenez is good. A pick six puts the Greyhounds on top early over the Cowboys on the Greyhound Sports Network.
In this town, we drive trucks.
It's just what we do.
In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
We support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.
And welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium. Greyhounds on top 7-0 over the McCollum Cowboys. Ben Bays, a two-way player for Boerne, tight end on offense, linebacker on defense. Takes the interception back 55 yards for a pick six, and would carry Jordan Cassius. It looked like the ball was intended for Bays. That ball was right to him.
Yeah. And the thing about Bays, once he caught the ball, you could tell he knew what to do with it. He looked natural running that ball. So that was a good welcome back for him.
So each team a turnover here in the first quarter. Jimenez, a swim kick. Will be picked up and taken across the 30. Roque stacked up around the 36-yard line, met by Jacob Hicks.
Well, talking about, to finish the story from earlier, so Coach Wilkinson, Coach Sawyer, they were on the same staff at Sweeney, but then they both took jobs in Baytown. One coached at Baytown Sterling. I think Sawyer coached at Sterling. Wilkinson coached at Lee, and they played against each other then. Their two teams did, and Sawyer won that one, so he's 1-0 against Wilkinson, so he wants to go to 2-0. Although he didn't tell me that directly. He just said it'll be good to see him, but he's wanting to win that one.
So Cassius again, the starting quarterback tonight from McCollum. The Cowboys have played a couple of quarterbacks this year. As Cassius buried back at the 30-yard line. And once again for the Greyhounds, it's Burkholder on the pressure there for Boerne. Cooper Thompson also there, and it's second down and long.
Yeah, loss of about 10, and he initially shakes off Burkholder, but it's just a matter of time. Just too much purple standing right in front of him. Sack of about 10 yards.
Cash Gatlin was also in on that stop there for Boerne. And they mark him for a loss of 6 on the sack. Now, 2nd and 16 here from McCollum. So, again, the Cowboys have been using a 2-quarterback system this year. Cassius, the sophomore, and Luke Tejada, the junior. Tejada, though, got the start against the Mules last week and threw 3 interceptions. So, Cassius getting the start tonight and has already thrown a pick. 2nd and 16. Cassius back to throw. Steps up, fires deep for Roque. A lot of contact in the secondary, and no flag. Incomplete for Roque. Coverage down the field for the Greyhounds coming from trailer, and it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wonder if that was going to be interception. I kind of felt it was, but I guess maybe they just said that it was not a catchable ball, but it sure looked like there was some contact on that one.
Did see the Cowboys convert on 3rd and 11 earlier in the quarter. Look at a 3rd down and 16. Inside of 5 minutes to go in the first. And a timeout taken by McCollum. Timeout for the Cowboys. As you look at our head official today, Jim Sartwelly. On this Thursday night from Boerne ISD Stadium, Brant Freeman alongside Kerry Barbosa. Thursday night football here for you. The night before Halloween as Boerne takes on McCollum. It's been a program that struggled a lot, Kerry, and David Wilkinson has his hands full in taking over this program. As you look at the crowd here this Thursday night, the last winning season for McCollum came 14 years ago, back in 2011.
Yeah, that was the coach Clan, something like that. Clan, something like that.
Coach Clan.
And his son played for him, so they had a pretty good team there, and they were pretty good. I remember watching them play. They were really good, actually. And these guys next week, Cowboys, they go face the Indians, Frontier Bowl. That's probably the largest attended bowl or football game in San Antonio, regular season.
It's one of the longest annual rivalries in the Alamo City. Now more than 50 years old. Harlandale has won 9 of the last 11, although the Cowboys didn't win last year. That pass is caught, but well short of the sticks. Look at tackle made out in space there by the Greyhounds. That'll bring out the punting unit for the Cowboys on that short completion. On the stop there for Boerne is Bobby Jett. 4th down here for McCollum.
I'm going to talk to them afterwards, the father and the son, and find out if there was any trash talking this week in the Wilkinson household. We'll see.
Second punts of the night here for the Cowboys. Hayden Gonzalez, and a return opportunity here for the Hounds. And the returner, Cole Traylor, stacked up at the 36-yard line. 7-0, Boerne on top. 3:45 to go in the first.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Second series of the night for the Greyhounds offense on top 7-0. And here's a run right off the right side. And the whistles blow. They'll stop forward progress on the first carry of the night for Callan Combs. And it's good for about 3 yards to bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, they pretty much will just kind of rotate series. You'll see Morrison in, and then Combs will come in, and then they'll just rotate that way. And then when they get to the fourth quarter, depending on what they kind of need in that fourth quarter, that will dictate who's in there.
Combs now over 500 yards for the season. Takes the handoff again. Combs with a big hole up the middle. And Combs into Cowboy territory to the 47-yard line on a gain of 14.
Yeah, just straight up the middle. We saw Morrison had a lot of success earlier. Had a 19-yard run just straight up the middle like that.
And quick on the first down play. And Combs will be stopped at the 44. Picks up 4 more yards. 3 plays in the drive, all runs here by Combs. Calvin Combs, second leading rusher on the team, behind only the starting quarterback, Grant Sweeney, who is arguably the most athletic player on the team. 2nd and 7 for Sweeney, the offense. Combs motions out of the backfield. Sweeney going down the field. A ball that hangs up in the air. It's incomplete, but a lot of contact back at the 25-yard line. And they're going to call the Cowboys for a defensive penalty in the secondary.
Yeah, Jacob Hicks was the receiver out there, and boy, Coach Wilkinson's not happy about that call. But he was looked like he was trying to throw to Hicks. Hicks ended up on the ground. I don't know if he got tackled or what, but whatever it was, he ended up on the ground, and Coach Wilkinson does not like that call. He's out at the 50-yard line, just kind of giving the officials a earful there.
15-yard penalty, second flag of the quarter against McCollum. Now the Greyhounds at the 29. Again, this is their second offensive series. The first ended on a lost fumble from Sweeney. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys, 29. Blitz coming. Quick pass goes off the hands of the intended receiver. It falls incomplete. That time, Boerne looking to hook up with Bo Dayock in the 2nd and 10.
Well, on the last play where they drew the penalty, Combs went out in motion, a little wheel route. He was wide open, but I think Sweeney saw something further downfield and was trying to throw that down. So that little swing route is open, and at that time just not able to connect.
2nd and 10. Sweeney going to hand it off this time, and Combs spins out of a tackle. Takes 3 Cowboys to bring him down to the 23-yard line. That's good for 6. 3rd and 4 coming up for Boerne.
And that little spin move he does, you see it right here. It buys him a couple extra yards right that way. So forward progress gets him to the 22.
Make it 7 there. 3rd down and 3 for the Greyhounds. Sweeney's got options in 3rd and short. Going to throw that to the flat over the head of Dayock. A misfire there from Sweeney. Twice unable to connect with Dayock on the series, brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that's twice. And that time, that's a tough throw, even though it's a short throw. It's tough because he's running against it, and he's throwing against his body. So he's having to throw on the run, not able to set his feet, and then he's throwing across his body like that. So tough throw, not able to connect that time.
Well, the decision for Brett Sawyer, keep the offense on the field. 4th and 3. A lot of time to play clock here. But now the audible from Sweeney, play clock down to 3. And gets the snap off.
Ooh.
Sweeney looking, throwing in the flat, caught, but a tackle made. Well short of the 1st down. On the tackle, out of space. Made by Justin Barrientos. That's a turnover on downs for Boerne. The Cowboys take over.
Yeah, just kind of the timing kind of off on that play. The Greyhounds actually, I was looking at the clock. It hit 0, and they had not snapped it, so they you know, it was pretty close to being a penalty. Probably should have been. They waited a long time, and then that play wasn't open. They had that little swing route, that little wheel route open twice, not able to connect. That time it was well covered. McCollum did a good job adjusting, expecting that route, and made a nice stop.
Well, a couple of frustrating offensive drives for the Greyhounds in this game, even with the 7-0 lead as Cassius throws complete. And that play strung out across the 30-yard line before forward progress marked down to the 32. And once again, it is Roque on the catch here for the Cowboys on a gain of 8.
Well, you know, like I said, Wilkinson, he knows some things about the Greyhounds and the play calling and the offense. And so far, the McCollum defense, they've given up yards, but they haven't given up a touchdown. And they've done well. He's prepared them well, has a good game plan so far.
Yeah, for Boerne, a lost fumble and a turnover on downs. The offensive series so far for the Hounds. 2nd and 2 for the Cowboys. As Roque comes in motion. Cassius on the quarterback. Keeper, a little play fake there, and the pass incomplete. Good coverage from Hudson Bruce. Intended target, the tight end Rudy Rodriguez, and it's 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that would have been that had to have been a really tight throw, really precise, and just no room for error. Because if he throws it short, it's going to get intercepted by Bruce, and just not able to connect at that time. A lot of traffic on that play too, where he threw it.
Cassius has already attempted 10 passes in the quarter. Under a minute to go. 3rd down and 2 here for the Cowboys. Cassius on the design quarterback run. Stretching for the 1st down, and he just got it at the 34-yard line.
Well, he did a good job of just stretching for the sticks. And see, I don't know if he just right there, he just stretches forward. The ball comes loose, but he's already down. But that was a good run there.
1st down for McCollum. And that play, could be the final one of the 1st quarter here. Cowboys going towards the sideline. The clock is running. And that is going to take us to quarter number 2. A pick 6 from Ben Bays, the only scoring in the opening quarter. Boerne on top of McCollum, 7-0 on the Greyhounds.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
And welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium. You see big number 8 in the middle of that Boerne huddle. Ben Bays, who's been dealing with some injuries this year, two-way player for the Greyhounds, and has made the biggest play of this game, a 55-yard pick 6 for Boerne. And the Hounds lead 7-0 as we start the 2nd quarter.
Well, if you'd have told me Greyhounds are going to be winning and offense wouldn't have scored through the 1st quarter, I don't know I'd have believed you, but that's how it's played out today.
Yeah, football's a weird game sometimes,
yeah,
Gary.
it can be.
Just saw a 3rd and short conversion for McCollum. And now fresh to the downs for Cassius in the offense, operating from the 34. And Cassius will hand it off to Moreno. And he runs into a purple wall. The line of scrimmage, no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up from McCollum. Into the stop there for Boerne. Once again, it's Hodgkin.
Yeah, McCollum's been able to move the ball a little bit. They've had a punt, an interception, and another punt. They get a 1st down or 2, and then the drive stalls out. They got to figure a way to string several 1st downs together and try to get near scoring position, either a field goal or chance to go for it on 4th down.
Well, there was a promising drive for the Cowboys back in the 1st quarter, thwarted though by the pick thrown by Cassius.
Yeah, they were in Greyhound territory.
2nd and 10. Cassius back to pass. Protection breaks down. Cassius out of the pocket and has no choice but to throw it away. Takes a late hit. Got shoved by Haddon Silva. And this will mark a 15-yard penalty against Boerne.
Yep, and he was just out of the pocket and just throwing it away. And I wonder if they're talking if that was grounding, because there wasn't a receiver in the area. So could this be offsetting?
Now, he did get out of the pocket. Did he get the ball past the line of scrimmage? That's the question in terms of intentional grounding.
So Coach Sawyer's in there giving his 2 cents worth. You know, Brett Sawyer, I talked to him this week. He said, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Coach Wilkinson. He's a good friend. I'm really looking forward to visiting with him this week.
It is roughing the passer. First penalty of the game against Boerne. And that will gift McCollum a 1st down just short of midfield. The interception earlier in the game from Bays. 19th turnover this year forced by Boerne's defense. Design quarterback sweep. Cassius looking for the corner to turn as the flag flies. This might be coming back. Flag back at the 48 as the play is strung out around the 47. And more laundry to sort out.
And a little bit of tempers are flaring a little bit. Players are having to separate their guys. So we got a couple things to sort out here.
A lot of familiarity with these two schools. Met a year ago, a rout for the Greyhounds, winning 50-0 in San Antonio. And it is a hold against McCollum.
Well, you mentioned the Frontier Bowl. McCollum and Harlandale, like I said, one of the longest tenured bowl games or whatever. They call them bowl games, but they give them names now. But that's probably the biggest one, I would think, in the greater San Antonio area as far as attendance.
But there's the Gucci Bowl, the annual game between Churchill and Clark that stands out.
Yeah, there's
You think greater San Antonio area, New Braunfels has a couple of them. The Guadalupe Bowl, the longest standing rivalry in the history of Texas high school football. And then the Inner City Bowl they have with Canyon, the worst bowl. After the flag, first down and long, and Cassius dropped for a big loss back behind the 40-yard line. Burkholder there again, and it is second and a mile.
Looks like he just lost his footing. I don't know if that was his own read, but he faked it and was trying to come right, but just nowhere to go.
Well, once again, McCollum, a promising drive after the flag against Boerne, had first down at the 49, but a hold and then a broken play, and now staring at second and 18. Cassius facing a three-man rush, little screen caught by Pacheco, breaks out of a tackle, Pacheco breaking free inside the 40, and finally wrapped up by Traylor at the 25-yard line. Big play for McCollum.
Yep, big play by the Cowboys. Just a simple wide receiver screen and just a couple missed tackles by the Greyhounds. You see right there, a couple players have them wrapped up, is able to slip out. And, you know, this Cowboys team, they're playing motivated. I think they're trying to win this one for the coach.
It's a gain of 34 yards. Biggest offensive play of the game for either team. Deep as the Cowboys have been to the Boerne 25. Cassius fires to the sidelines, a low throw, and ruled incomplete. Looking for Jaden Zapata in his second and 10.
Yeah, when the quarterback's dropping back, he doesn't have a lot of time, so he's got to get rid of it pretty fast. So a lot of times the routes are timing routes. He just throws to a certain spot where he expects the receiver to be, and he's got to throw to that spot because he doesn't have time to sit back in the pocket and let the route develop, and so he's just got to get rid of it.
McCollum 2-6 on the year, 1-3 in 13 5A play, lone district win. Coming against Veterans Memorial, little toss out into the flat to Zapata, and he'll skirt out of bounds and around the 21 on a gain of 4.
And Bays forces him out, but good pitch. They let him get outside, lost outside containment again, and anytime you lose outside containment, able to get a positive gain. That's what happened there.
The only other win of the year for McCollum in non-district play against Somerset. 2-6 in their first year with head coach David Wilkinson. Been coaching Texas high school football for more than 2 decades now. Third down and 6. Cassius hands to Zapata. And Zapata trying to change direction. He's tackled from behind by Hodgkin, and he is just short by about a yard.
Yeah, you see Zapata just trying to get outside. Hodgkin chases him down, but again, they let him get outside. They've lost outside containment a couple times, and every time they do, it's been positive gain. But 4th and 2 here, looks like they want to go for it. They may talk about it, but I would think at this stage of the game, why not?
Stage of the game, stage of the season. Try to play for an upset here. You don't do that with field goals.
Yeah, it's second quarter, and it's a one-possession game.
Here we go. 4th down and a short 2. Cassius with a blitz coming. Going to toss that. He's got a man wide open, but the ball hits the turf. Looking for Zapata. He says he caught it.
They're going to talk about it.
Officials are meeting, and they're going to say incomplete.
Oh, wow. He was wide open, too. That would have been an easy touchdown, but he just had to get rid of the ball. Like I say, he doesn't have a lot of time. The quarterback does not have a lot of time to throw, so watch him see that. Here comes pressure from the outside by Trailers. He's just got to float it up, and let's see. Here's the replay.
Yeah, that hits the turf.
That's the right call. Just not able to get his hands underneath it just to kind of save it. And Zapata's trying to sell it. I caught it. But that was a good job by the officials. Neither one signaled, and then they ran together and they talked about it, and they made their decision.
Well, the play design was perfect there for McCollum, too. In that situation, they execute that, and we're tied at 7, but they don't. And Boerne takes over, leading 7-0. First play of this series is a short run there for the Greyhounds, and it's 2nd down and 8 coming up on the carry from Morrison.
And you just got to give credit to the Greyhound defense for putting pressure on the quarterback, not giving him time. If he had time, he just lays that up. It's an easy touchdown, but because of the pressure, he had to get rid of it.
2nd down and 8. Morrison is stacked up short of the 20. Maybe a yard, that's it. 3rd and long now for the Greyhounds.
Yep, and we see the platooning again. Morrison starts, Combs comes in. Now it's Morrison's turn, and like I said, they'll bring him in and out going forward, but they pretty much keep that rotation. And they're both versatile. They can both catch passes out of the backfield, and it keeps them fresh, like I said, down the stretch.
Again, kind of a tough night for Boerne offensively so far. This their 3rd series. Sweeney back to pass. Rolls out. Sweeney showing off his legs. And he's got the 1st down and gallops for more. Down the sideline he goes. And they'll mark him out at the 42-yard line. Good for 22 yards on 3rd down.
Well, we talked about outside containment. The Greyhounds have let a couple guys get outside. This is what happens right here. You see the block. He gets outside. He's able to run down the sideline. Gets that 1st down, and Sweeney showing that speed.
1st down for Boerne. It's Morrison off the middle, and Morrison. Another 1st down all the way to the McCollum 45.
You got a Boerne player getting up slow, but Morrison again, towards the end, he kind of bounces around like a pinball, just bouncing off defenders, but he has to hold on to that ball because you don't know where the hit's coming from when you're spinning like that, and he does a good job of holding on to it.
It's a gain of 12 yards.
72, he got up kind of slow. Zayden Bela, he got up kind of slow there.
Comes off the sidelines here for Boerne. His backup is James McCollum at that right guard spot. Been a very good Greyhounds offensive line all season long. Against so much balance. Talked about it earlier coming into the game. Boerne, 2,437 yards rushing, 2,442 yards passing. That's balance for you 3 games. This pass is low and incomplete. Looking for Eli Nicholas. First time a target's come his way. And it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, open, just not able to get enough oomph on that ball to get it to him. And no real pressure, just didn't really set his feet, just kind of threw it in a hurry before the defender got there.
Well, against Sweeney, big numbers last week against Veterans Memorial, but tonight to start the game, 2 of 6. 18 yards passing, that's been it. 2nd and 10. Running play off the left side. Morrison pedaling for more to the 35 on a gain of 10 and another 1st down.
Yeah, just another handoff right up the middle. Actually runs into his own player. That's what that was the first hit. He runs into Dayock.
Well, it's Morrison again. But a healthy dose of Jeffrey Morrison on this series. The senior tailback picks up 8 more yards, over 60 yards rushing already in the game.
And he's the type of back that the longer he goes, the stronger he gets. So
halfway point of the second quarter, Boerne trying to add a 7-0 lead. Sweeney hands to Morrison again. Why not? Bounces to his right. And Morrison will move the sticks again. To the 24 he goes for another first down.
yeah, that play was meant to go between the tackles, but it was kind of clogged up that time. You see he's trying to go up the middle. Nothing there. He takes it outside. Gets hit, but he gets enough for the first down.
First down, Boerne. They were staring at 3rd down and 8 earlier in the drive, back at their own 20-yard line. Sweeney, though, with a 22-yard scramble, keep the drive going. Since then, a lot of Morrison. Now Sweeney back to pass, fires, completes. And down at about the 19-yard line. That's the tight end on the catch, Dayak. 3rd time Sweeney's gone his way. The first time they've had a completion.
Yep. Greyhound run game's been doing well. Passing game is struggling a little bit. Trying to get some rhythm going, though, here in the second quarter.
2nd and 5 after a 5-yard hookup. Greyhounds in the red zone. Sweeney off the play fake. Lost out of the end zone. Low. Incomplete for Nicholas. Now 3rd down and 5.
That was a pretty tight window to throw into. Defender had the inside route part of it, and but line did a good job. They did a play action fake and drew the defense linebackers in a little bit, and that left the backside open, just not able to connect.
So 3rd and 5. See if the Greyhounds go to Morrison again. And they don't. Play fake. Screen pass. Caught. And inside the 15. And enough for the first down on the second effort for Zach Frazier on his first catch of the game.
Yep, just a quick throw. He's got a blocker out there. Will Traylor's out there blocking for him, and doesn't get a lot, but it gets enough for a first down.
1st and 10, Boerne. Best drive of the game so far for the Hounds. Deepest they've been tonight, and a timeout is called by McCollum, their second here of the first half. 7-0, Boerne on top. You're watching high school football on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
And welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium. 7-0, Greyhounds on top. McCollum calling for a second timeout of the half with Boerne on the move. And maybe not only a strategic timeout called here by Coach Wilkinson for the Cowboys, but also to give his defense a breather.
Yeah, they've been on the field. This is the, let me count the plays. The 13th play of the drive. They had 6 first downs, so half the plays have been first downs for the Greyhounds. So they're kind of finding some rhythm now and kind of in a groove. They kind of have the Cowboys defense back on their heels a little bit.
1st and 10. Now at the 14 for Sweeney. And we'll give it to Morrison up the middle, and Morrison bouncing off of Cowboys all the way down to the 5. He's going to pick up 9 more yards to bring up 2nd and 1.
That was a trap play. Young pulls the tackle, pulls on that right side. He's the lead blocker. Gets him 8.
Morrison again up the middle and walks in for the touchdown. A fitting end of this drive for Jeffrey Morrison, and Boerne pulls ahead 13-0.
Almost a 5-minute drive by the Greyhounds.
And Morrison now 80 yards rushing on the night. The touchdown run for Morrison, 5th of the year. Second behind only Sweeney's 10. And with the 80 yards, Morrison has now matched a season high in rushing yardage. Also hit 80 in the opener against Piper, scoring 3 times that night against the Warriors. Point after is good. And Boerne on top 14-0 over McCollum.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Big drive for the Greyhounds, dominated by the ground game. Jeffrey Morrison ending the drive with a 4-yard touchdown plunge, 5th rushing touchdown of the year. Boerne now 130 yards rushing as a team in the first half. McCollum with no answers for the ground game. Here's the ensuing kickoff from Jimenez. The fair catch called for by Roque. And that will start McCollum at the 25.
Well, that drive, 13 plays, 83 yards, took 423, and they had 6 first downs, and like you said, the running game was a big part of that. Longest run was by Sweeney, the quarterback, got him that first down on 3rd and 7.
A long drive for Boerne. Last week, Harry and I had a game for you this past Friday on the Chargers Sports Network. Boerne champion against Victoria East, and it was the opposite for the Chargers. Most of their drives were less than 60 seconds.
Yeah, about 3 of those. Right about, I had a 45, a 53, a 59. It was quick strike Charger offense last week.
And they got a big game looming here tomorrow against Wagner with heavy playoff implications for the Chargers.
Yep, they win and Seguin loses to New Braunfels. That should get the Chargers in this year.
Speaking of Braunfels, Smithson Valley beating the Unicorns last week. The reigning state champion Rangers clinching a district championship with their win over New Braunfels. Well, actually, the fair catch, they're saying that Roque
wasn't a fair catch, apparently.
No, the fair catch would have brought the ball to the 25-yard line, but the ruling was he didn't call for it, gave himself up, and so the drive starting at the 3 here for McCollum. A big special teams mistake.
Yeah, that's a tough situation because it's going to be tough to go 95-plus yards against the Greyhound defense here.
2nd down and 7. Cassius on the quarterback sweep. And Cassius just short of the 10. That'll make 3rd down manageable here on a gain of about 5.
And just a design quarterback run. He goes left side and makes it, like you said, 3rd and 3. So don't have to hit the real big play. Just when they've been in these situations, they've caught some good plays. That last play where they had a wide open man in the end zone, that was, or close to the end zone, that was a nice play call there.
3rd down coming up here for the Cowboys. Backed up at their own 9. Cassius on the keeper, and he's well short. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's it for Cassius. Another stop there for Boerne. He's been busy tonight. That's been Burkholder. And Boerne will call for a timeout outside of the 2-minute timeout. So 2:23 to go. Here in the first half, Boerne on top 14-0 over McCollum. With 4th down coming up here for the Cowboys.
Well, they do have the 2-minute timeout, so kind of surprised they would. I guess they just didn't want those 23 seconds to run off because McCollum could have ran it down to the 2-minute, but they're going to have a chance of good field position here. I mean, I would think the return man's going to line up inside the 50, so this is a scoring opportunity the Greyhounds are trying to take advantage of here right before the half.
So 4th down.
They're changing the clock a little bit. I think they're adding about 3 seconds, or they want to add 3 seconds.
Now, Boerne is yet to send a man back deep here. We do see the punter for the Cowboys, Hayden Gonzalez, ready to punt this ball away, but
I don't know that Boerne believes him or they're going for the block.
Gonzalez does punt it away to nobody. And that'll take a Cowboy bounce inside of midfield and down the sidelines. The ball will trickle out at around the 44. Make it the 43-yard line. 48-yard punt. Boerne's offense will come onto the field, leading 14-0. And remember, the Greyhounds deferred the opening kick. And so Boerne has a chance here to double up, score late in the first half, and get the possession to start in the second half as well.
Well, they'll get a play or two on this side of the 2-minute timeout. So let's see if they want to run or throw. And they'll get the stoppage at 2 minutes, and then they still have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. So let's see how clock management goes for the Greyhounds on this drive.
Sweeney on first down. Going to hand it off to Combs. And to the 46 for about 3. And that'll likely take us to the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, so they were just playing for 1 play that time, not trying to get in 2 plays before the break.
2 minutes to go in the first half. Boerne 14, McCollum nothing on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
And welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium on this cool Thursday night, and thank goodness it's finally cool out there.
I know, finally feels like fall, right?
Exactly.
Finally.
It only took a couple of days before November to get there.
Yeah. So no trick-or-treating. You're not going to be sweating if you go trick-or-treating tomorrow. You won't be sweating. Probably have to wear a jacket or something.
Halloween this year falling on a high school football Friday nights. Let's take a look at Grant Sweeney so far. 4 for 9 passing, 29 yards. Biggest completion was to Will Traylors, also lost a fumble in this first half. And out of the 2-minute timeout, Boerne going to work. At its own 46. Sweeney back to throw, steps up over the middle, looking for Frazier off his right hand and incomplete. Coverage down the field from Julius Leandry, and it's 3rd and 7.
That time trying to hit the home run ball. Trying to find Frazier.
Well, those two were in sync last week, but not really so much tonight.
Yep, timing's a little off for the Greyhounds offense a little bit. The run games have been pretty good. Passing game, it's been good, but it's not been what we've seen this year. And like you said, what we saw last week where he threw for 6 touchdowns, Sweeney did.
Third and 7. And Sweeney deep middle again. This pass is caught. Caught by Will Traylor. One of the bigger passing plays of the game for Boerne. Moves the sticks into Cowboy territory, the 27.
Yeah, Greyhounds, they can take their time here. They don't have to be in a hurry to score. You don't want to leave McCollum a whole lot of time.
Gain of 27 yards on the run, Combs. And whistled down to the 23 after a gain of 4 yards.
And Greyhounds keeping their eye on the clock. They do have those 2 timeouts if they need them.
Plenty of time to operate for Boerne. At the Cowboys, 23 on first down. Here's Sweeney looking right now, going deep. Got a man open in the end zone for the touchdown. Traylor, another catch. And the first touchdown strike of the night from Grant Sweeney.
Looked like he fakes the short throw, and then that means that Trailer's going to be heading downfield. He looked like he was going to throw it short. He pump faked kind of, and then Trailer just on a fly route went down and wide open. He got behind the defender by about 5 feet or so.
So after a tough start for Boerne offensively, hitting their stride to the second quarter, back-to-back scoring drives for Boerne. Jimenez the point after. It is good. Grant Sweeney with a touchdown pass, and Boerne on top, 21-0 over the Cowboys.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go. Have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, my mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
22nd touchdown pass of the year for Grant Sweeney against only 4 interceptions. And meanwhile, for Will Traylor, 4th touchdown catch of the year. And he has been Sweeney's favorite target tonight. 2 big catches on that drive for Traylor, including the 23-yard touchdown.
Go 5 plays, 57 yards, took a minute 14. They did have a 3rd and 7, so they hit that first down and then hit the big touchdown pass.
The Cowboys have had a couple of windows to make some plays in this game. Recovered the lost fumble from Sweeney. They've been into Boerne territory a couple of times. But on those 2 trips, an interception thrown by Jordan Casares. And then a turnover on downs deep in Boerne territory. This short kick is fielded by Zapata. And out of bounds at around the 32-yard line.
Well, how do you play it if you're the Cowboys? You got a minute 3, you got 1 timeout, you're starting not bad field position, about the 34, so let's see how they want to play this.
1st and 10 Cowboys from their own 34-yard line.
Doing a high school football game tonight, obviously, but a lot of news in college football. I know there's probably a lot of Aggie fans watching their big win over LSU last week, leading to the dismissal of Brian Kelly as Tigers head coach. As this play out across the 40, and down the sidelines is Moreno. Good running play there. And Moreno marked out at the 47 after a gain of 13 yards with a minute to go.
Yeah, I think that was just let's hand it off, see if you can break something. If you get a decent chance, maybe we'll change what we call, but they do get the first down.
Well, I bring this up because some other news from Baton Rouge. Scott Woodward, the AD for LSU, just got dismissed as well. First down and 10. Casares steps up, pointing, throwing, pass caught. Roque. And Roque forced out of the sidelines to the 32.
Yep, and he was wide open, too. He just kind of found a spot there, kind of soft spot in the zone there. You see the quarterback pointing, directing him, and then, I don't know, probably should have stepped out right there, but he stays in. They do have a timeout, though.
It's a gain of 21. So another promising possession here for the Cowboys, but this time can they finish it? Casares, rush coming. Pass over the middle is bobbled and picked. Bays again. Does he have another pick 6 in him? Make that not Bays for the Greyhounds. Instead, on the return and all the way for the touchdown is Cole Traylor. Or no, Traylor is going to be marked down inside the 10. There is a penalty marker all the way back to the 33.
Yeah, way back. I think the pick's going to stand because it came after the interception. Maybe it was just a late flag, but I think it might have been a block in the back or something like that. Let's see.
It's against Boerne, so the interception will stand, but the return will not. Illegal blindside block. That is the second turnover of the night forced by Boerne's defense, now up to 20 on the year.
I don't know if we're going to see the block here, but it just came behind the play. It's the flag's laying at the 33, so it was way behind that play at that point. And that's a situation when you show film and you say, okay, now why'd you hit this guy in the back? The play was 15 yards, 10 yards ahead of you. You don't need to hit him right there. Kind of a teaching experience.
Boy, again, the Cowboys, a couple of big plays in the Boerne territory. You think, here we go, and instead thwarted by a turnover.
Yeah, that was a good-looking drive. They hit a 13-yard play. They hit about a 14-yard play, and then they had that pick.
Now, first half for Sweeney. Now the quarterback runs. Sweeney across the 30. And tap dances out at the 31. Close to a first down and a gain of 10. Clock sitting at 27 seconds to go.
27 seconds, 2 timeouts as we see Sweeney run down the sideline. So I'm sure they're thinking, let's try to get downfield. Let's see if we can get at least in field goal range, if not score. I doubt we're going to see a whole lot of running unless they just want to go in and go into halftime with a 21-0 lead.
Sweeney in first down, back to pass, steps up, surveys, throws, and that's complete to Nicholas. Out of bounds again. That'll stop the clock. 21 seconds left.
Yeah, realistically, they got 3, maybe 4 plays left. So, I mean, again, you're going to try to hit the home run ball here if you can, but at least try to get Jimenez in field goal range.
First catch of the night for Nicholas. Second down and 2. And this pass to sidelines is caught by Will Trailer. And again to the sidelines to stop the clock with 16 seconds left.
Yeah, they're using the sideline routes well. If you're McCollum, you might want to defend those and then kind of force them back towards the middle where they have to burn a timeout at least or keep the clock running.
And still the 2 timeouts for Boerne. On first down, Sweeney. All kinds of time, throwing deep to the sidelines, looking for Nicholas, incomplete. 10 seconds left.
Not a whole lot there downfield, just the sideline routes. That's the third one they've tried. 2 have worked, but that one cost them a few seconds, down to 10 seconds. So 2 plays, maybe 3 if you use timeouts, but it's got to be quick plays if you're going to get 3 out of this 10 seconds.
Sweeney rolls out of the pocket and throws it away. That play took 6 more seconds, so now if you're Boerne, all you have chance for here is a Hail Mary.
Yeah. And they've done it. They did it against Alamo Heights, and it worked. They just gave Sweeney ran around, gave the receivers time to get down there, and he just chunked it, and it worked. Maybe you try a trick play here, a hook and ladder or something. I don't know. Just see how they play this.
That was a thriller of a game in the district opener against the Mules. Boerne winning 37-35. Sweeney, final play of the half, barring a penalty. Over the middle, caught. And caught by Nicholas. That'll pad the stats a little bit.
I think that was going to be a hook and ladder. I think because you had Hicks coming across. I think he was trying to pitch it, just not enough time.
That'll end the first half. Boerne getting a pick 6 from Ben Bays, and then the offense getting its rhythm in the second quarter, leading 21-0 over McCollum.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
The thing that immediately comes to mind was having the honor and the privilege, really, to refresh our brand recently. To me, it was more than just colors and making things look pretty. It was really shaping the way the company was being portrayed for the people that work so hard within the company and creating something that they could be proud of.
I guess landing a major account has empowered me. Being able to close on 2 large accounts that I had worked with gave me kind of a more of a boost. It solidified that I am a good salesperson.
It is such a wonderful feeling when you give information, you provide information to your supervisor, to your manager, and they trust the information you're giving them.
I think just thinking recently when I became manager, there's so many things when I've been here where I've always had to ask somebody else. Can I do this or can I do that? Even as supervisor, can I do this for my employees? And so just being able to be like, okay, I'm the one now. I'm the one that gets to make the decisions. I'm the one that gets to make, decide these things. So.
We're really good at helping each other as women, and I think that the more people that look out for each other, I think.
It's important to keep us in the talks of decision making. Having our perspective on things is almost quintessential at this point in time. I feel like we add a lot to the table.
I think that women in general, we have to bring each other up and not tear each other down. I mean, unfortunately, in our society, too many people are quick to tear people down, and sometimes women are the worst with other women. You know, we're all in the same game. We all need to lift each other up and inspire each other and, you know, do what we can to help them learn and grow.
Everything is gonna be okay, girl. Just take a deep breath, because everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine.
Always believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, always strive to do your best, and always remember what you put out there definitely follows you. So always strive to do your best and show what you can do to encourage growth in yourself and to succeed.
Just be you. At the end of the day, don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to live anybody else's dream. Don't try to live through anybody else. Just be you.
Gavin, appreciate you joining us again. I'm Chris Cooley. We're here from the GBTC Foundation, and we wanted to talk to you about the scholarship you applied for with us, the CTE, the Career and Technical Education Scholarship. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
Where did you find out about this scholarship from? How did you hear about it?
Actually, one of my friends texted it to me, just because they knew I participated in the CTEs.
Well, let me tell you, that is a very good friend, because we're here to tell you you have won the 2025 GBTC Foundation $7,500 CTE scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
I think.
Well, sorry to call you down to the office. This is Chris Cooley, and we're here with the GBTC Foundation. We wanted to talk to you about the Ola Armstrong Scholarship that you applied for. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you've applied for quite a few, right? There's a lot of scholarships out there, but we're here to tell you that you are the recipient of the 2025 $15,000 Ola Armstrong Scholarship from the GBTC Foundation. Congratulations to you.
I couldn't be more proud. Thank you so much.
Well, hello, Riley. This is Chris Cooley here from the GBTC Foundation. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Well, sorry to catch you on the road.
No, you're good.
We looks like you're in trouble here. There's a lot of people here, but we've got some questions about your application. This is regarding our GBTC Foundation Richie T. Sorrells Scholarship.
Yes, sir.
Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir, it does.
I'm sure you filled out a lot of applications. We see you're on the road. I know you're coming back from a school trip, so we'll jump right to it and tell you congratulations. You are the recipient of the 2025 GBTC Foundation $25,000 Richie T. Sorrells Scholarship. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I was not expecting this.
Well, I plan on going into graphic design at Texas State University, and hopefully afterwards being able to use that in my own career experience and hopefully start a business or work through a business, learning on that.
Well, I just want to start by saying thank you to the GBTC Foundation again for giving me this opportunity. It will go a long way in helping pay for college by covering just a chunk of my first semester or more. I'm planning to do something with math, not quite sure yet, but perhaps actuarial science, and this will definitely help further my education in that. So thank you very much again.
So this is going to go towards my education at Texas A&M University. I plan to major in animal science and pursue a career in veterinary medicine, whether that be through working in a vet clinic or product development and research. It's been a passion of mine for many, many years, and I plan to pursue that further in the future. I want to say thank y'all so much for all that y'all do to support youth development in our community. It means so much to me and countless other youth, and it really encourages youth in our community, whether that by acknowledging their leadership, community service, and hard work. So I just want to say thank you for everything that y'all do to support youth in our community. It means so much to me and countless others.
congratulations to all of you, to the students and to your parents as well. It's a big day for y'all, but it's also a really big day for all of us. As Richie mentioned, this is who we are. So I think for us, you know, what we do in the community and investing in the students, to have a day like this, to be able to come and see the faces, and see, not only the people that get to award these, they get to see the real surprises when you guys get it, which is great. I think they video that so we can see it too. But it's just a great day for all of us. And so glad y'all are here to all celebrate this together.
I'm Sonia Aguion, president of the GVTC Foundation. I've been with the GVTC Foundation since 2008 and have been working actively since then.
My name is Ashley Burton. I joined the GVTC Foundation Board of Directors in 2024. I am the treasurer. So I am the financial lady, we call it, well, I call it Assets with Ashley. I don't.
Volunteering was part of our everyday life at home. Growing up, my parents often had us volunteering out in the community or helping someone. And so when the GVTC Foundation had an opportunity, I was encouraged by Ola Armstrong, then the president of the GVTC Foundation, and it was a perfect fit for me.
As a whole, we lead the foundation. We are leading community-driven events. I would say we're kind of like the face of the foundation in a way. We're going to events, we're talking with the leaders of the nonprofits, we're making sure that the face of the foundation is positive.
We are 100% operated by GVTC employee volunteers. Our board and our volunteers are employees at GVTC who choose to make an impact in the communities, and therefore they volunteer their time not having much overhead at all for our organization. In fact, 98 cents of every dollar raised goes right back out to our community.
Believe it or not, customer donations are actually matched by GVTC at 100%. So if a customer just rounds up their bill to the next dollar, and let's just say it's 36 cents, GVTC will match that 36 cents.
87% of GVTC employees contribute through payroll deduction. 100% of GVTC directors also contribute and support our program. GVTC generously matches those two funding pots at 150%. We organize quarterly work days where our employees are given time off from GVTC to go out and do hands-on work with some of our partners out in the community.
The last one we went to Hill Country Daily Bread. And what I love about Hill Country Daily Bread is that if you go there and you say, I need a bag of food, you will leave that place with a bag of food. My favorite event, there are several events that I love, but I think my favorite is Thanksgiving Give Back, hands down. When you don't realize how much need there is in the community, and I'm gonna get choked up, that the looks on these people's faces when you are handing them this bag of food, it's like you just made their year. For a lot of these people, that's not what happens. And we make their holiday. We make their year, and it's such a good feeling.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Y'all don't have to do anything during this. We just show the band and the performance a little bit on stream. So yeah, everybody else tonight is at Hero Stadium.
Okay.
For Smithson versus.
Oh, that would be at MacArthur. That's
yes.
awful game.
Oh, Smithson's gonna kill him. Poor MacArthur just gets absolutely blown out by like everybody in this region. Yeah, we covered last season. There was a point where MacArthur faced, I think it was champion Boerne, Smithson, and Piper in like 4 weeks. And Smithson and Piper beat them by like a good 70 points a game. 70 to 77 to 7.
First Lieutenant Riley Yancey.
And we covered both of them.
Lieutenant Colonel Kylie Clark.
Then again,
and Colonel Lila Garcia. Starlet of the Week is Kennedy Richmond.
They both won the TV.
Silver Star of the Week, Marissa Martinez. Sit back and relax while the Starlets, Silver Stars, and their duos perform to Lowrider. Is Crystal one of the cam ops for this game today?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
for tonight, yeah. She was here, and then Bo switched because it was easier for her to go to that game.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, he switched. I was switched. I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to be at the Smithson one night. But I was like, hey, since you live here, can you just let me?
You live in Boerne?
Fair Oaks Ridge.
Oh, really?
Which I'm like, at this point, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, and I know you're local. I'm like, I almost feel like Fair Oaks Ridge should just be part of Boerne because, like, we really, I don't think of it as any different.
What do you mean a part of Boerne? I'm confused.
So I know Fair Oaks Range is like its own city, but like everybody in Fair Oaks kind of just refers to themselves too, like as part of Boerne, and I'm like, I don't know, like why we just continue to have. I
guess Fair Oaks Ranch is its own entity because I don't even think about it as its own entity. I know it's its own city.
Well, I mean, I had a lot of friends growing up living in Fair Oaks Ranch. One of my best friends, who I'm still friends with to this day, grew up in Fair Oaks Ranch. I'm very familiar with it. Where I grew up, my house was at Trailwood, just outside Fair Oaks Ranch.
Yeah, I live in that kind of back 40 area, kind of on that Comal line.
Okay.
Yeah, we had the choice between Boerne and Champion for my sister, and she chose Boerne because of their ag.
Okay.
A little bit better ag at the time. So I think it still technically is the ag too, even though they share a farm over by the fairgrounds. So that's how she went Tarleton. She was an ag kid. So.
Great job, Dad.
Honestly, I love it here.
The Mighty Greyhound Band will perform after the game today.
It's just so different to
We
where I
did want to
grew up.
recognize band members of the week.
If I could stay close, I would. But
Band
San
members
Diego's
are
nice.
Kevin Hernandez,
Big cities.
Hayden Jones, Oliver Waterhouse, and Alex Weaver. Star member of the week is Section of the week is the Tubas. Band leaders of the week are Samantha Sardo, Kate Kleinpeter, and Layla Drummond. Thank you for joining us, and stick around to watch the Mighty Greyhound Band perform their UIL show after the game. Thank you.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
The thing that immediately comes to mind was having the honor and the privilege, really, to refresh our brand recently. To me, it was more than just colors and making things look pretty. It was really shaping the way the company was being portrayed for the people that worked so hard within the company, and creating something that they could be proud of.
I guess landing a major account has empowered me. Being able to close on 2 large accounts that I had worked with gave me kind of a more of a boost. It solidified that I am a good salesperson.
It is such a wonderful feeling when you give information, you provide information to your supervisor, to your manager, and they trust the information you're giving them.
I think just thinking recently when I became manager, there's so many things when I've been here where I've always had to ask somebody else. Can I do this or can I do that? Even as supervisor, can I do this for my employees? And so just being able to be like, okay, I'm the one now. I'm the one that gets to make the decisions. I'm the one that gets to make, decide these things. So.
We're really good at helping each other as women, and I think that the more people that look out for each other,
It's important to keep us in the talks of decision making. Having our perspective on things is almost quintessential at this point in time. I feel like we add a lot to the table.
I think that women in general, we have to bring each other up and not tear each other down. I mean, unfortunately in our society, too many people are quick to tear people down, and sometimes women are the worst with other women. We're all in the same game. We all need to lift each other up and inspire each other and, do what we can to help them learn and grow.
Everything is gonna be okay, girl. Just take a deep breath, because everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine.
Always believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, always strive to do your best, and always remember what you put out there definitely follows you. So always try to strive to do your best and show what you can do to encourage growth in yourself and to succeed.
Just be you. At the end of the day, don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to live anybody else's dream. Don't try to live through anybody else. Just be you.
Gavin, appreciate you joining us again. I'm Chris Cooley. We're here from the GBTC Foundation, and we want to talk to you about
And welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium. Brant Freeman alongside Carrie Barbosa. It is 21-0 Greyhounds on top. Scoring got started by Ben Bay's pick 6 for Boerne back in the first quarter. And in the second quarter, the offense got rolling for the Greyhounds. A touchdown run from Jeffrey Morrison on a long 14-play drive. And then late in the first half, Grant Sweeney with a 23-yard hookup to Will Traylor for his first touchdown pass of the night. And for McCollum, got shut out in the first half. Cowboys, though, had some promising drives, but 2 of them ending on interceptions and another on a turnover on downs. They got into Boerne territory 3 times in the first half, but could not turn that into points. Greyhounds won the toss to start the game, and they elected to defer. And so with that, they'll get the football to start the third quarter. David Garza kicking off here for the Cowboys, and the short kick is fielded at the 32-yard line, and that's where Boerne will start on his first drive of the third quarter, but there is a flag back at the 43, and I think McCollum may have been offsides on the kickoff.
Offsides on the Cowboys.
And they were.
So Greyhounds will have a couple choices here. Looks like they're going to not make them re-kick it, just take the mark off.
That'll put the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 Greyhounds from their own 36-yard line to start the second half.
Yeah, we start the second half. Grant Sweeney and the Greyhounds on top, 21-0. On their first possession of the third, it is a run off the right side for Combs. And Kalen Combs with a head of steam and a first down out of the 49.
Boy, just shoots through there. Big hole, nice job by the line, and he breaks a tackle right there just shy of the first down marker, and second effort gets it to him. He came close to really busting that one, taking it all the way.
So Combs gets the first series in the second half for Boerne in the backfield. He and Morrison have been splitting series. In the first half, Sweeney's pass here, incomplete. Greyhounds looking for a flag. Pass intended for Jacob Hicks. No flag at the second and 10.
Yeah, Elijah Fernandez was defending him. Thought he might have grabbed him a little, but I think that was just really not enough there to draw the penalty. And I don't know if that was a catchable ball either.
Kind of an up and down first half for Sweeney.
Yeah, really the whole offense just kind of up and down, just not really playing as sharp and as crisp as they have in some of the other games.
I'll look at his second and 10. Sweeney going to hand it off to Combs. And Combs back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It's a really good tackle. Out of space there for McCollum. Making the stop there in defense is Reed Gomez. Third and 10 coming up.
Yeah, no gain. And Combs kind of, he's got the ability, let some backs have where they kind of get small and they kind of hide behind the lineman. But that time not able to get away from that defender and got slung to the ground.
Third down and 10. Zach Frazier lined up at the top of the screen here for the Hounds. Blitz coming for the Cowboys. All out blitz. Picked up by the protection. Tossed down the field for Hicks. And can't bring it in. Juggled and incomplete. Covers down the field from Elijah Fernandez. And it's 4th and 10.
Yeah, they brought the pressure up the middle. But well picked up by the lineman. Just gives Sweeney some time. Just not able to connect. Good coverage by the McCollum secondary. Just not a lot of space between them and the receivers.
This will bring out the Greyhounds punting unit. This is the first time Boerne has punted tonight. And Sweeney, beg your pardon, with the punt, and it's going to be returned at the 10-yard line. And out of bounds at the sidelines goes the returner, Hayden Gonzalez. And the Cowboys will start at their own 10-yard line, down 21-0. Hayden Silva on the tackle there for the Hounds.
Yeah, Gonzalez just trying to go to the outside, nothing there, and defense just kind of strung him out to the sideline. Use that defender use the sideline as a defender. Once he steps on that line, it's play is over, so they did a good job of that.
Jordan Casares, the quarterback for the Cowboys. Had a couple of nice passes in that first half. Some completions of 16, 34, and 21 yards. Has taken all the snaps of quarterback tonight. Little option toss here out to Moreno. And lost the football. And the Greyhounds have got it inside the 10. Third turnover of the night forced by Boerne. It looks like Boerne got it, and they did. And the Greyhounds will start inside the 10. Fumble recovered by Blake Burkholder. As Moreno coughed it up, looked like Bobby Jet Wilkerson, the one that jarred it free. And now Boerne, first and goal on the 9-yard line.
Yeah, they got a short field here. They have to take advantage of this. This is a gift. He's turning the ball 9 yards away from the end zone. You got to cash in on this.
And again, turnovers piling up for this Cowboys team since the bye week. That is the 13th turnover in 2+ games for McCollum. Sweeney on first down, back to pass. He lost the football. Got back on it. Now Sweeney recovers, runs, and Sweeney pushed out by Gonzalez inside the 10. There's a flag all the way back in the 20.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold. It'll come back. Good job by Sweeney, kind of just on the fly, drops the ball. At a certain point, he's probably thinking, do I fall on it? No, I got time. He picks it up and runs, and he gets a positive gain, but there was a hold behind the play by one of the linemen, so it's going to back him up. Again, that's just kind of another example of kind of out of sync the offense has been a little bit.
So, 10-yard penalty. And for the Greyhounds, just their second penalty of the night. Now, first and goal for the 19. Sweeney will hand it off to Morrison, looking for a crease off that right side. And Morrison lost the football. Greyhounds got back on it inside the 10. And coming up with the football, one of the offensive linemen, that's Johnny Waters, that got back on it for Boerne.
Yeah, and he just fumbles the ball forward. Kind of comes late in the drive, but gets hit right there, and he fumbles it forward, and then you see the lineman, number 70, right there, like you said. Waters jumps on it. And you think about this drive, remember, it started at the 9, so they backed up. They can't get a first down unless it comes via a penalty.
That's not 3 straight plays in the game that the ball's been fumbled. Morrison, he lost it again. Inside the 5, the play is stacked up. Thought the ball may have come loose. Actually, it was Combs that carried, beg your pardon, and was able to hang on to the football there. And now 3rd and goal. It is Combs up the middle, and Combs is going to plow in for the touchdown.
Well, if there's such a thing as an ugly score, that was it. Because they put the ball on the turf a couple times and were able to keep the possession and had a 10-yard penalty on top of that. So 2 fumbles kept and then 10-yard penalty. So kind of rough-looking drive around the edges, but the result is the same. So touchdown Greyhounds.
The Greyhounds capitalize off another Cowboys turnover. Combs, a touchdown run, his first of the game. The point after from Jimenez is good. Boerne 28, McCollum nothing on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
In this town, we drive trucks.
It's just what we do. In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
we support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.
Boerne coming off his first touchdown of the second half. Calvin Combs with the touchdown run, 5th of the year. And Combs is the 4th different Greyhound has scored tonight. Combs, Morrison, Traylor, and Bays have all found the end zone tonight for Boerne. The Greyhounds capitalize on the short field set up by the fumble loss by Nate Moreno. Boerne taking over the 9 and scoring 3 plays later.
Only a 3-play drive. They took over at the 9 after that fumble recovery by Burkholder. It took them a minute 32, but they do punch it in and go up 28-0 here.
Again, the great Greyhounds won this game last year to shut out 50-0 on the road in San Antonio. And the 2 head coaches in this game were assistants in that game last year for Che Hendricks. Here's the kickoff from Jimenez. Short kick. And it sails out of bounds at the 35. So as McCollum makes his decision here on the penalty, and kind of look at the 13 5A standings, is Jim Sartwelly, our head official, looking back at McCollum, and the Cowboys will tack on the yardage up to the 40-yard line where the drive will start. So Boerne alone at first at 4-0 in the 13 5A Region 2 standings. Animal Heights is a half game back, but again, the Greyhounds own the tiebreaker over the Mules. They're 4-1. Kerrville-Tybee, who Boerne plays next week, the Antlers are 3-1. And Victoria West, 3-2 in fourth place. Carrizales' pass tipped and incomplete.
Wow.
Remember, he had a tip ball early in the game picked off by Trailer. That falls incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a couple opportunities. The ball came out so hot, though, that no one really able to have a chance to intercept it. And it didn't. It did tip, but it didn't go very high in the air. If it had gone high in the air, that would have been trouble for the Cowboys, but it kind of line drive through there, so very fortunate they keep possession, and it was an incomplete pass.
So the 4-team playoff field is pretty much set. Greyhounds, Mules, Antlers, and Victoria West. And here is a run off the right side, and Zapata took a big hit. Good tackle from Gatlin, and the Cowboys looking at 3rd and 9.
Well, good hesitation move. Watch him stop, and then Gatlin makes him pay for stopping.
There's a huge game of the district tomorrow. Kerrville-Tybee hosting Alamo Heights. Veterans Memorial is at Harlandale, and the team on the bye this week is Victoria West. Look back at some of the finals from last week. Boerne, of course, winners against Veterans Memorial, 45-27. As McCollum will call for a timeout. Victoria West, 59-17 winners over Harlandale, and Alamo Heights beat McCollum 69-7 with Kerrville-Tybee getting the bye. As we step aside, 8:03 to go in the third. All Boerne on top, 28-0 over the Cowboys.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Cowboys spending their first timeout of the half. They have 2 lefts. A lot of wood to chop for McCollum, down 28-0 early here in the third quarter. Looking at 3rd and 9. Casares throwing downfield. Dangerous throw with double coverage there from the Greyhounds. Pass is incomplete, looking for Pacheco. And that'll bring out the punting unit for McCollum.
Well, I think there was an opening there that he saw, and I think he thought the receiver was going to keep running and go down that route, run down the sideline. And he threw it at that spot, but the receiver kind of pulled up, it looked like, and did a little button hook or curl route.
So on 4th down, now comes punter Hayden Gonzalez. And gets the punt away. Trailer fields it at the 20. And Trailer spun around short of the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Greyhounds coming up. Looking to piece together back-to-back scoring drives. On top here, 28-0. This is the home finale again for Boerne. Greyhounds have suffered only one setback at home this year. Came in the opener against Piper, a game that came down to the final minutes. There have been a couple of thrillers this year for Boerne. That opener against the Warriors, that 4-point game at Laredo United. And, of course, the district opening game against Alamo Heights.
And I thought that United game, that was kind of, I felt, a turning point. I think Boerne early on was trying to find their identity, and I think that win in Laredo really kind of helped them.
1st and 10. Morrison up the middle. Morrison, big hole. Breaking free inside of midfield. A foot race, and Morrison finally tracked down inside the 25-yard line.
He didn't want to go down. He was running backwards, getting spun around, but he hits the second level, and it's just a foot race. And then watch him get grabbed, and then he's just kind of spun around, and he's protecting that ball really well, and he finally dragged him down.
48-yard run for Morrison, up to 138 yards on the Knights. First and 10. Sweeney to the air he goes. That pass is caught, and inside the 10, all the way to the end zone for the touchdown is Nicholas. Got away from the defender, and the route continues for Boerne.
It looked like Navarro had him wrapped up at about the 15, the defender, but just slips the tackle and does a good job of tight roping his way in there along the sideline.
A 23-yard hookup to Eli Nicholas. That's good for his 9th touchdown catch of the season, breaking Frazier for the team lead, the tie he had with him for the lead. The two have combined now for 17 touchdown catches this season. Of the 23 touchdown passes from Sweeney, Jimenez makes it 35-0 Greyhounds. The route is on in Boerne, on top of the Cowboys, 35-0.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Well, for Boerne, a lightning-quick drive. Throughout the game, Carey will chart the drives, but I can do his job for him here. 2 plays on the drive there for Boerne. Greyhounds needed a 48-yard run from Jeffrey Morrison, 23-yard pass to Eli Nicholas to score. So 2 plays, 71 yards, and a touchdown for Boerne. Now, Carey, you can do the time.
Okay, they took 50 seconds. It was funny, we were talking about champion, the quick strike drives last week, 3 of them under a minute. Greyhounds, the last 2, this one goes 50. The other one went a little bit more than a minute, but it was a minute 32. So a couple quick strike drives by the Greyhounds here as the offense seems to be kind of getting its footing a little bit.
So 35-0, Greyhounds on top with a tough night for the visitors out of San Antonio. Staring at their 3rd straight loss. All coming after the bye week, after they had won their game going into the bye against Veterans Memorial. And this kick will be returned from the 5, Roke across the 20, and forced out short of the 30-yard line. It's Robert Estes on the stop there for the Hounds.
Well, a lot of traffic right there. It's still kind of trying to separate the players. But, McCollum, they had a very good game plan. And, first half, they played pretty good. They just kind of missed on a couple plays here and there, had some turnovers that hurt them, and had a touchdown wide open, just not able to get him the ball, the receiver. But been a competitive game up until, third quarter. It's kind of, there's been some separation, but great effort by the Cowboys.
Again, Boerne next week will take on longtime rival Kerrville-Tybee. And they will have a chance at a 9th win as this play is blown up at the 23, a loss of a couple of yards there. Zapata on the carry, and he has been limited to 19 yards on 7 carries tonight for the Cowboys.
You mentioned Tybee. They play Alamo Heights tomorrow, so they each have a loss. One of them will have their 2nd loss, so that will affect who finishes second and third if the Greyhounds do close it out against Kerrville next week.
If Boerne does win next week against the Antlers, it would mark a 6th consecutive season for this program with 9 wins or more. A remarkable stretch of success as this pass is lofted for Roque and over his head, even though he beat the coverage down the field from Jake Perez, and now 3rd and long for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and when Coach Hendricks left, he, if you count the playoff games, he was averaging about 10 a year, just if you count playoff wins. That's pretty impressive. You only have 10 guaranteed, and he was getting that many a year.
Jay Hendricks' final year last year, Boerne making it all the way to the state semifinals, region championship season last year for Boerne. Year prior to that, a 10-2 record, and of course in the 2022 season, 3 years ago, that magical run all the way to the state title game. The only loss all year for Boerne coming in that heartbreaking game in Arlington. 3rd and long, screen play caught by Pacheco, and he takes a hit. Another great tackle made by the Greyhounds out in space. It's Bays on the stop, and the Cowboys go 3 and out.
And Bays read that well. He fought off a defender, made the hit, and just kept driving his guy into the ground.
We look at the district records, too, the stretch that Boerne has had. I mentioned they have a chance at a 6th straight season of 9 wins or more in the regular season. The district record for Boerne.
Yeah, they didn't lose a district game for a while. It was the last year against Alamo Heights. That was their first district loss in about 5 years.
Including this season, including tonight's game, if you count it in the win column, Boerne has won 28 of its last 29 district games.
Yep.
The exception being that one against Alamo Heights a year ago.
Yep.
Their catch is made by Trailer at the 45-yard line. With 4:53 to go in the 3rd, all Hounds on top, 35-0.
Well, and what's interesting about the Heights had a winning streak going back to 2019 too, I believe, and it was Boerne that snapped it this year. So they were kind of able to both kind of end each other's streaks after about several years, 4 or 5 years of being undefeated.
First play, Sweeney on this series. Gets out of a sack. Steps up, Sweeney now slings it and caught. First down for the Greyhounds. Into Cowboy territory. And making the catch, it's Dayock, the tight end. There is a Cowboy, though, down all the way back at the Boerne 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's way back there. I don't know how he got way back there, but good job by Sweeney, just kind of fighting off a sack, like you said, just kind of stiff arms the defender, then buys some time and makes the throw.
So right now they're looking at the injured Cowboy at the 30-yard line. And with that, we're going to step aside. Under 5 to go in the 3rd. Greyhounds 35, Cowboys nothing.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
And welcome back. They're helping the injured Cowboy off the field to the far sideline. That's J.P. Fisher, the helping off. He was the one that fell on the fumble early in the game. A lost fumble by Sweeney. Last pass was good to Dayock for an 11-yard gain and a first down to the Cowboys' 43. And here's Sweeney looking, firing, and Frazier bobbles a bit, brings it in, and Frazier forced out of bounds at around the 29 for a first down.
He just threw the ball down. He just lost it. Looked like he just kind of slung it. But the Cowboys are given kind of a lot of space between where they're lining up to defend the receiver. And so
just too much cushion.
Yeah, there's a lot of cushion. And so when that's the case, you just throw short. Just let your guy go about 5 yards and then catch it and then see what he can do afterwards.
On first down, Sweeney, deep drop, and throws that one into the turf. Maybe a broken play there for Boerne, and Sweeney just cutting his losses. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and they had a lineman way downfield, so I don't know if he saw that or what, but it probably should have been an eligible man downfield.
If you're just tuning into the game, Boerne on top 35-0, and knowing what the Greyhounds did last week, you would think that Zach Frazier would be having a monster game as he did a week ago, but that's not the case. That catch for him moments ago, just his second tonight. 2nd and 10, and here's a big run for Combs. Combs inside the 10, all the way down to the 4-yard line. A 25-yard gallop for Calvin Combs.
Just a run straight up the middle. He shot through there and gets by the defenders, and it's just a foot race. And one of the Cowboys catches him, but not before he gets inside the 5.
Combs and Morrison tonight have combined for 220 yards rushing on their own. There's been a tremendous 1-2 combo all year for the Greyhounds. Now 1st and goal from the 4, Sweeney. Rolling, running, walking in for the touchdown. So Grant Sweeney, calling his own number this time, is in for his 11th rushing touchdown of the year.
Well, it's a design pass play, I think. He's trying to throw it, nothing there, so he's got the wheels, just took off and able to score. Didn't take a hit. I thought he was going to take a hit at the goal line, but was able to elude that defender.
So for Boerne tonight, 6 touchdowns by 6 different Hounds. They've been spreading the wealth tonight. On for the point after has been Schechter. And that kick is good. Boerne 42, McCollum nothing on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Greyhounds pulling away in a big way on top, 42-0. As the third quarter winds down at 3:06 left. Grant Sweeney moments ago, a 4-yard touchdown run, 11th rushing score of the year for the Greyhounds quarterback. So the offense doing anything at once now after kind of a tough start. The defense pitching a shutout. And it is all Boerne tonight in the team's final home game of the season.
Well, this third quarter, Greyhounds have been showing quick strike ability. Had a 3-play drive, a 2-play drive for a score, and then a 4-play. That one was 4-play, 59 yards, a minute 47. So 3 touchdowns in 9 plays. So kind of hitting their stride right now.
Casares running the quarterback sweep, but a play the Cowboys have called a couple of times tonight. And all he gets is a line of scrimmage here before he's tackled by C.J. Smith. 2nd and 10 coming up for McCollum. Previewed a little bit of that game next week for the Greyhounds against Kerrville-Tybee. Long-time Hill Country rivalry for the longest time before, especially before the school split of Boerne and Champion. Boerne High had such a long-standing rivalry as well with Fredericksburg. Those three schools, Kerrville-Tybee, Fredericksburg, and Boerne, had a big Hill Country rivalry going between the three of them.
Yeah, they sure did. And the thing about Johnny Manziel, he never played Boerne High. He only played Champion.
On second down, a little toss out to Roque at the 30. That's going to set up third down and short here for the Cowboys. Johnny Football, of course, played at Kerrville-Tybee, and that one came at a time when Boerne's campus was being completely redone, and it was only Champion standing, and that was the year that Boerne wasn't playing football.
Right, and Champion's first year, and Johnny's a freshman, and he's starting quarterback that game. They had their regular quarterback had been suspended, so Champion's kind of licking their chops, saying, "Oh, we got a freshman starting at quarterback."
Little did they know.
Yeah, he had like 250, 400 total. I mean, it was crazy stats that game.
It's the quarterback, Hussars, keeping himself at a first down for the Cowboys near the 40-yard line. It's the third quarter. Inches closer to its end as we approach a minute to go.
Yeah, I think old Johnny Football, he threw for 250, ran for another 200. If you see that documentary about him, they say Boerne, but it's actually Champion. And he ran 85 yards, penalty backs him up, and he run the same play. They call the same play, and then he goes the distance on the very next play. Just an incredible showing by him.
Option play, the pitch will come to Moreno, and Moreno got cut down. Good tackle out of space from Beckham Young. A gain of 3 yards there for Moreno, that's it.
Yeah, but I think Greyhounds going to start bringing in some players here. Starting rotating starters in and out and letting other guys get some experience. And that's good for them because they do have a big one at Kerrville, and Kerrville's a place where crazy things happen. It's a very good home field advantage for the Antlers. They play very well at home.
Second down and 7 could be the final play of the third. Another option pitch to Moreno, and Moreno trying to run wide, and again denied a whole lot of room there as Cooper Thompson makes a tackle, and that's going to take us to the fourth quarter. Boerne on its way to another 13-5A win on top 42-0.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
Brant Freeman alongside Kerry Barbosa. Glad to have you with us on this Thursday night as we go to the fourth quarter. Boerne on its way to his 8th straight win on top 42-0. This will move the Greyhounds to 5-0 in 13-5A Region 2 play. And a chance for another perfect district season next week against Kerrville-Tybee. You should note, though, that with this win tonight, Boerne is guaranteed at least a share of the district crown. Casares, that pass, a dangerous one, out in the flat looking for Roque. Boerne defender was hovering right there in the area. Bobby Jets, fourth down, and the Cowboys will punt it away.
That means they'll finish first or second, which means they should be able to host a first-round playoff game at 5A. So, and last year they hosted, and that was their first time ever hosting a playoff game at Boerne ISD Stadium, because at 4A you go neutral site. So last year was that was the selling point to the seniors. Hey, let's finish top 2 and get to host. And they got to host. That was the first time that ever happened here at Boerne.
Gonzalez out to punt. And gets the kick away. Nobody back deep for the Hounds. And that's going to be picked up around the 26. Wonder how much longer we'll see Boerne's offensive starters stay in the game with this one well in hand, on top 42-0. So you look at the run for the Greyhounds since that season opening defeat against Piper, wins over Laredo United, and a long trip to take on United. A road game back in week 2, victories over Medina Valley, East Central, Alamo Heights, Harlandale, Victoria West, Memorial, and McCollum here tonight.
In that Laredo United game, they were trailing late, and Sweeney hit a big pass play late with a minute to go. And to me, that something clicked after that. They had the confidence, they had the swagger after that.
Sweeney stays in the game for Boerne. And a quarterback for the Greyhounds. Last carry, though, for Boerne is from Logan Cole. First time seeing him in the game.
And it seemed like that win at Laredo United, it just kind of gave them their identity. They kind of, he had a brand new quarterback. He lost a coach, had a brand new head coach, even though he'd been with the system. But it's kind of a lot of unknowns, intangibles there. But to me, that really kind of united them. And since then, they've been playing great and really have blown most of the teams out except for Alamo Heights.
Second down and short. Cole on the carry again and got met by Gonzalez, but was able to get enough of the first down to the 33-yard line to move the chains.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of running right now for the Greyhounds. It's going to be straight runs.
The goal being to run out the clock and put this one in the books as quickly as possible to get ready for the Antlers next week. On first down, this is a pass, and this is caught out across the 40-yard line by Brock Hierholzer, his first catch of the game. And Hierholzer another first down at the 45 on a gain of 11.
Yeah, and if we do see passing like we do there, it's going to be the short stuff, just the safe throws that no real chance of interception, and kind of serves as a part of your running game in a sense, just a short throw like that.
A perfect Thursday night for high school football, the day before Halloween and the celebration tomorrow, and also it's a night off in the World Series, so a chance to watch high school football and take a break from baseball for a night. They're going back north of the border with Toronto on top 3-2. And here's Cole in the carry. And Cole to the 49 on a gain of 4 more yards. So Toronto lost that 18-inning, 6.5-hour marathon, and then coming back to win the 2 games after.
Yeah, I went to the Spurs game on Monday night, and I got back, and I was still able to watch 3 hours of baseball. Yeah. And I stayed for the whole Spurs game. So I get back, and they were still going and ended up playing, and I stayed up watching it till 2 in the morning. But I don't care who wins. I just hope they go to Game 7 because I'm working tomorrow night. So I just hope that they play Saturday. But November baseball if they go into Saturday.
That's right. Cole on the carry. And he's inside of midfield, short of the first down by a couple. The first ever World Series to go into November was the year of the 9/11 attacks, 2001, as the season had been pushed back because of the tragedy. So it was the Diamondbacks, Yankees 7-game thriller that year, the first time we ever saw November baseball.
Yeah, and with the extra wild card teams going in, and then you have the divisional, and then, it keeps going. So they've been very fortunate that the teams that have made it to the World Series, the weather hasn't been a factor. Like if you look at the Northeast, as far as the outdoor fields, it's wet, 40 degrees. I don't know you could play there. I think you'd have to move it somewhere.
Third down and short. And back to pass. Sweeney, that's too high of the intended target. Was looking to hook up with Slade Salinas. Fourth down coming up for Boerne.
Yeah, they're definitely going to go for this. Just trying to get a first down and keep the clock moving. But so I wondered if they were in a place where there's a lot of rain right now, if they would maybe consider moving it to a domed stadium.
Well, thankfully, Toronto plays the Rogers Center, which is indoors.
And in L.A., you know, always pretty good weather. So Texas, when they won it, had nice weather. Of course, Houston, their time, they're indoors. So it's worked out so far playing this late into October.
Trey Savage with a gem for the Blue Jays last night. 12 strikeouts, setting a World Series rookie record. And that was 2 games after Freddie Freeman hit his second career World Series walk-off home run. This punt is going to take a bounce inside right at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Cowboys will start. As the ball is picked up by Ryan Castro. 7:11 to go. In the fourth, Boerne on top 42-0. All over McCollum. Again, they won this game a year ago 50-0 over the Cowboys in San Antonio. So in back-to-back seasons, blowout wins for the Greyhounds over the Cowboys.
Well, let's see how McCollum plays this now. Boerne's just trying to run out clock. Let's see if McCollum just tries to run the clock, or if they're going to try to get on the board and maybe throw a little bit.
Casares back to throw, looking for Pacheco, got turned around. Looked like Pacheco found that seam in the defense there from Boerne. Coverage from Austin Gerbs downfield for the Greyhounds in the 2nd and 10.
Yeah, then he had a receiver running down the sideline. I thought he was going to, that's where he was going with it. He got a little bit behind the defender too, so a couple options, but just not able to connect that time. So it looks like they're trying to get this goose egg off the board here. They're wanting to score.
McCollum this season has not been shut out. They have been held to 7 twice against Corpus Christi Ray at Victoria West. 2nd and 10. It's Casares on the keeper. And Casares going to dive down to the 30. That's it. 3rd down and 7 coming up here for the Cowboys.
Yeah, just a design quarterback run that time, and he sees the defender that kind of jumps over him and gets about 3. And they're kind of taking their time right now.
Coming up at the halfway point of the 3rd quarter. A lot of backups in for Boerne's defense now. And this game well in hand. The Greyhounds, by the way, have not pitched a shutout this year. The fewest they've held a team to has been 13, and that came against East Central. Casares with a pass off the hands of Roque and incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he was open. I don't know if he'd have got the first down because there was a couple of defenders in front of him. So either way, I don't think it would have been a first down. But yeah, so Greyhounds playing defense, playing for the shutout. Offense is trying to avoid a shutout.
So 4th down, that brings out the punting unit once again. Gonzalez out to punt here for McCollum. And again, they'll end the regular season next week against longtime rival Harlandale. Gonzalez the punts. Nobody back deep for Boerne. And the ball will roll to the 37-yard line with 5:51 to go in the 4th, and Boerne cruising, leading 42-0.
Seems like half the time the Greyhounds don't have money back to field the punt. They just kind of take their chances. They're confident in their offense that they can move the ball. They don't want to risk any kind of turnover on the catch or on the return.
Again, a tough stretch for the Cowboys. Last winning season came in 2011. Last made the playoffs in 2021. There was one 4-year stretch where McCollum won just one game. From 2017 through 2020, just one win for McCollum Cowboys football. So not an easy job for David Wilkinson to come into and take over, trying to turn this program around and back into a playoff team.
Yeah,
but in this district, that's really difficult too.
Right, and you think about it, he did it knowing his son, Bobby Jett's a senior, and he's going to miss, some of the games. Yeah, you can watch film, and there's like a broadcast like this, you can go back and click on it and watch it, but he's not able to be there in person for some of them. There's some Thursday, Friday schedule things where he's able to do it, but he knew that going there, so admire him from taking that job.
Here's a running play to the outside, and Cole wrapped up at the line of scrimmage at the 38. Third down coming up for Boerne.
I would imagine it's a tough decision, though. Well, my son is senior year. I'm not going to be able to watch, all of his games. If I'd stay here, I would.
Mm-hmm.
But, he wanted to be a head coach, so that was a tough decision.
And Bobby Jett has made a few plays tonight for the Greyhounds as well. But a great night for this defense. Certainly see the 0 on the board, but also forcing turnovers. One of them taken back for a touchdown to the pick 6 from Ben Bays. Got the night started for Boerne. The first of their 6 touchdowns. Cole on third down, swallowed for a loss of maybe a half yard there or so. Boerne goes 3 and out as we wind to 3.5 to go here in the fourth.
Well, that was, of course, senior night for the Greyhounds. This is the seniors' home game. We were talking last home game, regular season we were talking about. So parents escort the players out. So here comes Coach Wilkinson in his McCollum uniform.
Yeah.
Walking his son. So he wasn't a part of all the warm up because he was part of the ceremonies. So sure, a lot of mixed emotions this week for the Wilkinson family.
And here's the punt. And it sails to the bounds of the Boerne sideline, and McCollum will start with pretty good field position here, near midfield at the 46, down 42 with under 3 to go. When the high school football season started, teams are in fall camp, and they're doing so in temperatures in the triple digits. Of course, they practice early in the morning to avoid the hottest time of day, but still, that's the time of year that football gets going, and now here we are near the end of the regular season, and you go from sweltering heat to fans wearing hoodies
Bundled.
and pullovers
Yep.
and bundling up. It's almost in the 40s now here in Boerne, about 51 degrees outside.
Feels good for the players, though.
Moreno is wrestled back. Tackle out in space for a loss by Davis Collier.
So if you're part of the Wilkinson family, the wife, Coach Wilkinson's wife and siblings, I wonder who you cheer for in this game.
That's a great. I think the tie goes to the kid. Yes.
Yeah, I would guess. And like I said, I'm going to ask the coach after the game if there was any kind of trash talking during the week about we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We'll see.
McCollum not in a hurry on this next snap. They don't have to take it until the other side of the 2-minute timeout. Let's see if they do.
Yep.
And they do. And Moreno, again, no real estate to find. And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes to go on this one with Boerne on its way to its 8th straight win.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
2 minutes, all that separates Boerne from clinching a share of a district title. And they can win it outright with a victory next week over Kerrville-Tivy on top of McCollum, 42-0. With 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And again, this will mark the final home game of the regular season for Boerne. As Kerry pointed out, the Greyhounds have a shot at hosting a playoff game in a couple of weeks. And this run for Casares only reaches the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down for the Cowboys.
They went backwards on this drive, Cowboys did.
Again, McCollum early in the game had some chances to get some momentum. They were trying to capitalize off a Sweeney fumble, got the ball into Boerne territory, but then Casares threw the pick 6 to Bays. In the second quarter, or in the third rather, they had a deep drive into Boerne territory looking at 4th and short and had a play for a walk-in touchdown, but unable to execute that. Another pick into Boerne territory as well, thwarting another nice drive by the Cowboys, and as a result, sitting on a shutout. As we hit a minute to go in this one, this punt for Gonzalez will be down at the 7-yard line. Another big game on tap in the stadium tomorrow. The champion Chargers in a 13-5A game taking on the Wagner Thunderbirds with heavy playoff implications for both teams.
Yeah, and that's the exciting part about this time of year is with 2 or 3 games left, the games mean so much. The outcomes, they affect whether you're going to go or not. And it's almost like it's a playoff game for some because they have to win to keep their chances alive.
Here's Cole on the run. Out across the 20. And Cole, first down for Boerne. The ground game tonight, extremely successful. This is going to mark the 3rd straight game, by the way, that the Cowboys will have allowed more than 300 yards rushing to the opposition. Coming against Alamo Heights, Kerrville Tivy, and Boerne tonight.
Speaking of champion, they volleyball team opened playoffs tonight, played Cedar Park, lost in 4, so champion got knocked out in the first round.
And that run from Cole, the final play of the game, and Boerne with the win, clinching at least a share of the 13-5A title, and 1 game to go for a potential perfect run through district play this season. All Greyhounds tonight, they beat the Cowboys 42-0. And Boerne continues to build momentum as the playoffs draw closer.
Yeah, I thought really that first half, Greyhounds kind of struggled. It seemed like they were kind of not quite what we'd seen in the past, just kind of struggling a little bit. But in that third quarter, they kind of found their footing a little bit and got some momentum. Had 3 scores, scored 3 touchdowns on 9 plays. And they started clicking from there, and then the fourth quarter was just about, let's get out of here, let's keep guys from getting hurt, and let's go get ready for Kerrville. So storyline really, the Wilkinson family, father coaching against his son, the son trying to beat his dad's team. So great story, and that's high school football, right? That's what high school football is about. It's a lot of great stories like that.
Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage tonight from Boerne ISD Stadium. Once again, the final score, Boerne 42, McCollum nothing. For Kerry Barbosa, I'm Brant Freeman. On behalf of our entire Greyhound Sports Network crew, saying good night from Boerne, Texas.